We've got NBA basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up losing to the Lakers. Outside, Beal. He takes it in.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Well, that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, when we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Great, David. Thanks. We'll see if they can execute and create some good looks early, and then Greg capitalize.
Yeah, this is also a good way to challenge your shooters. Get them mentally prepared for what's about to come.
I think more decent looks come from more floor spacing.
Pass to Capella. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Inside. And stolen by Mobley. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Thompson. Lock at 6. Pass to Mobley. Good work defensively by Capella.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Outside, Beal. Capella with it. Covered by Mobley. Morant outside. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Banchero. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. There's the pick. DeRozan on the wing. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Pass to Morant. Right side, Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's DeRozan. He's got 6. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Man, guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Morant outside. Over to the wing. Can they get it? And finished off by Morant.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
And here's Westbrook. No points in the game yet for him. Thompson outside. Off target from outside. The Kings trail by 4. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Now, here's Banchero. Pocket 2. And that's going to be a travel.
Sacramento.
And it's Sacramento's ball, trailing by 4. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason break.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Now here's Westbrook. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Down low. Here's Mobley. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Mobley.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. DeRozan with it. Pass to Fultz. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Kings trail by 7. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
And they double up Morant. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Now DeRozan. 8 points for him. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
When it comes to teams that have struggled in recent years, the Kings come to mind, and those recent years actually extend out a lot longer than anyone wants to admit. It's just been one tough season after another.
And through the Kings' struggles, Brent, they've had many good players, but it's hard to believe they haven't reached the playoffs since 2006.
Yeah, it's really a head-scratcher, Kevin, and you could see that they're hungry. They want to get back to the postseason, but they just need some continuity. They need some guys to really pull together. And in order for all of that to happen, they got to establish an identity. And under this new coach, maybe that will happen.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Out to Thompson. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Beal. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Thompson outside. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Thompson looking for an opening. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Iguodala. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point differential. Pass to Hield. Back to Beal. There's a screen by Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Now Beal after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Pass to Hield. For the 3. He can't get that one. Good D by Thompson. New Orleans leading by 5. And here's Fultz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Trying to end the drought. And Klay Thompson hits from deep.
And Klay Thompson, one of those guys where you hit the switch as a lights-out shooter.
Pass to Noel. Back to Beal. Kicks it out to Jones. Now here's Beal. Guarded by Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Beal with the 3. He's off on that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Iguodala outside. In the corner, it's Bain. Shot, high post. Bucket is good. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Back to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Thompson outside. Here's the 3. A shot, no good. And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Back to Westbrook. Driving in. And Westbrook throws it down.
Westbrook examining the defense, sees the crack, and explodes right through it.
Morant scanning the floor. And they double up Morant. Pass to Hield. Here's Jones. It's slammed in by Jones.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's DeRozan. Rejection by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
On the wing, DeRozan. 10 points for him. Pass to Banchero. Back to DeRozan. It's stolen by Jones. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the Pelicans making a change here. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
But when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
For Sacramento, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Right side, DeRozan. Here's Mobley. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Another miss by DeRozan. The Kings trail by 7. Now here's Morant. Pass to Hield. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pelicans leading by 7. DeRozan surveying the D.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to Bane. Launches a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Bane's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now here's Hield. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Noel. The shot will not fall. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for New Orleans. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Banchero. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. Morant with it. It's Jones on the wing. Hield outside. Shoots. The shot, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now Banchero. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's good from long range. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Banchero. Going inside. The kick out to Westbrook. On the wing, Bane. He has 5. Another shot. The kick out to Westbrook. They set the pick. And finish off by Westbrook.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Westbrook. He has 6. Iguodala outside. Pass to Bane. And he drives in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Pass to Banchero. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 11-point New Orleans lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here is Beal. 6 points for him. The baseline J. And it's Morant missing. New Orleans leading by 11. Outside, Bane. Now, here's Banchero. The high post shot. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it's Morant missing. And so here is New Orleans. Westbrook with it. He has 6. Thompson outside. Pass to Banchero. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And so much athleticism from Banchero, that will translate well to the NBA.
And here is Capella. Back to Morant. They could use a bucket.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Out to Thompson. Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And sitting out for over 2 years due to devastating injuries. It is so good to see Klay Thompson back on the court.
I love it, and he's been so competitive with himself to fight through this injury and also to regain that form. There had to have been a lot of questions with over 900 days off. Can I get back to that level? And I believe that he wasn't even fully healthy during the finals. So we're going to see a more confident Clay this year.
And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Morant left side. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. A second chance effort. Sacramento gets it back. And the dunk by Capella.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Outside DeRozan. .24 seconds left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The Kings trail by 13. Morant outside. Can't hit that one. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Thompson. Now, Banchero. Jacks up a three. Beal pulls it in. The Kings trail by 13. Capella with it. Back to Morant. Beal taking his time here. That three off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And finished off by Westbrook.
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Banchero. Back to DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. That shot missing. So the Kings will take it the other way. Now Morant. He's got 11. Now Bogdanovich. Right side Beal. From deep. Pelicans pull it in.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Jackson. The three ball. Rebounded by Capella.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Morant, the bounce pass. Back to Beal. Lets it go with the three. Mobley with the rebound.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Morant. Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Capella. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Outside DeRozan. Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Mobley is screened. Driving inside. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got his first bucket of the night. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The Kings trail by 13. And here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Now here's Beal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Beal. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. Beal's got 8.
Beal takes on the offensive load and does a great job here to score.
Up top to Rosen. He's got 14. Pass to Fultz. Mobley is screened. Driving the lane. And finished off by Fultz.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right side Beal. From past the arc. Kept alive by Sacramento. Puts up a 3. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
Outside DeRozan. They set the pick. Takes the 3. The shot misses. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. The Kings trail by 11. Outside Beal. And shot on the way. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 10 points for Beal.
Diamonds, they dripping like Aquaman. My life is sweet like a chocolate. I do not with them operatives. Think I might start a monopoly, ooh. Think I might buy me an Ivy League school. Mom couldn't buy me the popular shoes. Now I can get a